What's going on? It's Trending Story. If it's your first time here and you want to find out new facts that will definitely make you smarter and more well informed, make sure to subscribe and active the notifications bell so you don't miss anything.
Human-animal interaction and its benefits have been a topic of interest in recent decades, but how this interaction can benefit both species remains unclear. In the case of companion animals, the focus of many studies is on human-dog interaction. When they live together, humans and dogs share activities, and when they share an enjoyment of daily activities such as walking and interacting with others, they are considered compatible in their activity preferences. Individuals who are more compatible with their dogs also report having a better relationship with them, which could explain some of the benefits of human-dog interaction. In this study, 90 people with low compatibility and activity preferences were compared to 110 people who were compatible with their dogs. The findings show that the people who were more compatible with their dogs reported higher happiness levels and lower stress scores. A stable dog feeding routine and more frequent daily walks and playing sessions, in addition to a lower frequency of aggressive and fearful behaviors, and higher trainability scores in their dogs. In conclusion, compatibility and activity preferences helps explain the benefits of the human-animal interaction. The Count ended up on the street like many other dogs. He was simply thrown away, brought by car to an unfamiliar village and left on the road. Left because there was no need to count dog-finding breed American Pit Terrier. The owner kept him for dog fights, but with age, the dog began to lose, stopped making a profit, and was thrown out like a broken toy. People weren't played. The Count all his life faced only with cruelty. How many times he fought in the dog arena, how many times the Count himself came out of the battle victorious, but barely alive, from numerous wounds. But now it is not needed. He had no desire to rush after the car in which the owner had left. There was no desire to look for his home. He walked himself, not knowing where he was, just going to meet people. Many were afraid of his formidable appearance and avoided him. Dogs were paid several times, but from afar no one dared to come closer, but he paid no attention. Suddenly he heard strange sounds. He stopped near the store of a girl of about 9 and was standing, and 2 teenagers were crying for 15 years and took her money. Give it Daddy gave her for a chocolate bar. The girl tried to take her money from the hooligans. Those were ways that Daddy gave before executed one of them red-haired brute and still will. He pushed the girl away. She almost fell and cried even more. Passerbys were passing by, but no one thought to intercede. Everyone was in a hurry about their business. The Count may not have fully understood what was going on. He was not taught to protect the weak, only their own territory if a stranger is behind. He just went up to the girl. If the guys are pale, she turns out to be with a strong basil. And the hooligans threw their purse and hurried to the iron. The girl at first did not understand what had happened, why her abuser suddenly ran away. Then I noticed the dog who was standing nearby, looking thoughtfully into the distance. You saved me. The child circled the dog's powerful neck and nestled against the muzzle of his wet cheek. The Count was taken aback. Nobody treated him like that. He was completely at a loss and did not know what to do. For the first time in his life, he was defeated by him as a child for reporting and tried to free himself. The girl gave birth to a hug and began stroking his head. The girl was saying good songs, looking at the numerous scars on the face and shoulders. You were apparently beaten. Yes, she did not know what danger dogs of this breed are facing. No adult would have thought to take and approach someone else's dog like this. The girl finished hugging her free savior and ran to the store. Soon she appeared, but not chocolate, but with sausages for eating. You're probably hungry. She held out the treat. The dog, very delicately, with his lips alone, took a neighbor from a small palm. The girl went home and waved goodbye to him, and again the Count was left alone. A few days later, the girl reappeared near the store and immediately noticed the Count, who was lying in the shade of the bushes at the sight of a small and fragile creature. The dog rose and barely perceptibly returned with its tail. The girl brought sausage sandwiches. The dog ate all this to a single crumb. Once the girl came to him as before, but not alone. Her father was with her. Here he saved me, the girl said to Dad. But I don't know, Dasha Shinik is a rather dangerous breed. I don't want him to live with us. The Count calmly sat and watched as if understanding that his fate was being decided now. The girl tried to persuade her father for a long time at the end and completely burst into tears looking at her daughter's tears. The father agreed to take the dog, so the Count had a new family. They gave him a place in the hallway and settled the soft under the bargain. The Count fully justified the girl's confidence. He did not give any trouble, behaved quietly with the guests with restraint, and soon from the corridor he moved to the girl's room. There he and Dasha were more cheerful. Once the whole family, including the Count, went to the lake. The girl was running around with her four-legged friend throwing sticks in the sand. Suddenly, a black jeep stopped not far from them. The dog immediately became alert and stopped playing. The man who got out of the car went to them. The girl's father greeted. He began to ask about fishing, whether fish is introduced here and which places it bites better. At that time, a girl ran up, accompanied by the Count. "So this is my dog," exclaimed the man. "Come to me." But the dog did not even walk to their nose. The father of the family explained that they had picked him up on the street, thin and dirty. "But yes, I left him as a punishment, so to speak. Otherwise, he does not want to work." The man answered without permission. After that, he demanded to give the dog back. "This is not your dog," stood up for a friend of the girl. "He is mine, and he is my friend. I won't give it up for anything. He is mine." The parents also intervened. They say how the girl loves the dog and how he, in turn, is attached to their child. But the former owner of the Count was of a different opinion. "Yes, you know who I am, and I will go to jail for writing a statement that you stole my dog." With these words, he grabbed the dog by the collar. The girl sobbed, but at the same moment, deftly, you returned the Count, and he rushed to the man. He screamed and fell on the sand. The parents hastened to drag the dog away. Getting up, they didn't abandon the guest, but who strewed curses and insults. The dog made another attempt to throw himself, although he was firmly held by the collar, but that was enough. The former owner hurried to get into the car and hit him in the eyes. The girl was still hugging his friend, and he smiled with all his heart under the Polish mouth. For the first time in his life, even the girl's father came up and demanded the dog over the head, and the mother furtively wipes away tears by the clock behind his ear. Loyalty to a dog cannot be bought for any treasures of the world. It either loves or not. The third is simply not given. No wonder they say that dogs are angels descending from heaven.
Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video in social networks. We'll be right back to you as fast as we can.